Hi Bear Cubs, welcome back to Bearbie. In today's episode of Bearbie Rehab Centre, we are going to be taking this happy family Alan and giving him a bit of a mini makeover. He's in really good condition. I did give him a bath and a hair wash a few weeks ago. He doesn't need an awful lot doing to him, but he does have this chin length layered bob, which is not it. Before we get into doing the makeover, there's not an awful lot that you can do with a short rooted hairstyle, so I'm just going to do the best that I can and we will see what we can come up with. So here you can see the top layer of his haircut. That's how short that we're going to be able to go with him to keep it looking good. So we're going to get rid of all this underneath and a nice proper short haircut. So here we are, I'm at the table. I have my hair cutting scissors, my trusty pintail comb and some hair elastics that ended up not being any good, and of course water. And if you just give me 1 second, I will be right back with you. Okay, so here we are. I am going to start by damping Alan's hair down really well. And after a good comb through, we're ready to start sectioning the hair off so that we don't end up cutting pieces that we don't want to cut. I did start off using the hair elastics, but they did not want to stay in Alan's hair. And the reason they didn't want to stay in Alan's hair is because when I washed the conditioner out of his hair a couple of weeks ago, I didn't wash it out thoroughly enough, and as soon as the hair was wet, the conditioner reactivated and made the hair fibres incredibly slick, and the bands ended up just not staying in. And what I wound up doing was just pushing the hair out of the way before I started cutting into the back hairline to make the outline around his nape and ear area sharper. And once I've got the outline, I'm going to comb a little bit more hair down and trim it all level so that we have a good solid sharp outline to the haircut. So the scissors that I'm using, they are proper hairdressing scissors with very small blade. I got them on eBay and I think they cost me, I want to say £10. There's no point buying expensive scissors just to cut doll hair. A good pair of £10 scissors does the job perfectly. I did struggle a little bit with this side. It's just because I just did. You always find that one side of a haircut will go really smoothly and the opposite side you will find a bit more difficult because you're having to cut in different directions. But with a bit of patience and practice, you will get there. So again, I am brushing hair out of the way to cut the hair underneath, then bringing the hair that I've pushed out of the way back down to create that nice, sharp, short hairline over his ears and around the nape of his neck. And now I'm doing a scissor over comb technique. This is a way in hairdressing that you use to blend shorter hair into the longer lengths. You start off at the bottom and open and close the blades of your scissors as you run the comb up through the hair. It took me a little while just to get it to the length that I wanted it. I wouldn't advise that you do this technique if you've never done it before. Don't do it on a doll that you really like. practice on a couple of junk dolls. It will save you tears, I promise you. So I've just combed the top hair down, and I'm going to, oops, he's got a big knot in his hair there, and I'm going to blend the top layers in with the shorter layers underneath. I did take my time doing this, and I did end up with something that I was quite happy with. Always start off longer than you think you need, then you have more hair to cut off. You can always cut longer hair down to shorter, but if you've cut it off, you can't stick it back on. I'm also really sorry about the camera angle. For some reason, I don't know why, but I couldn't get my phone to stay at the position that I wanted it. So there are some pieces that I've missed because obviously I've cut the top of his head off. I've recorded this on my phone and not my tablet, because my tablet needed charging. And here's the finished haircut. It's very 90s boy band, but with the limitations that we had with the length of the hair and the parting, I think he looks pretty good. He looks a hell of a lot better than he did when we started. So I'm going to take his haircut a little bit shorter on the back and sides. I wasn't quite happy with the length. And there we go. And here we are. He's been washed, dried and dressed in a Fashion Avenue Ken outfit day at the office. Here's his haircut, and it's pretty good. I'm really pleased with it, and like I say, it's very 90s boy band, but that's what we had to work with, and I think he looks really good. As always, Bear Cubs, thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. That's Bearbie out.